Hello YouTubers and welcome to another episode. It is a Monday, we've got Suit Monday, we've got the blue suit on. It is starting to rain, not rained in ages, the water is really nice. But today, unfortunately, we probably won't be on the water. We've got just a couple of sessions to chill out before we head off to camp on Wednesday, and that's why the trailer behind me is all loaded up, ready to go. They have to leave early Tuesday morning. What day is it today? Monday. Early Tuesday morning to get there by the time we get there on Wednesday evening, so that all the boats are ready to be rowed on Thursday. It's a big commitment from the coaches and the guys driving the trailer and the truck, but it's awesome that we get to go on camp in a hopefully not so rainy. The weather looks absolutely amazing over in Banyules, Spain, and hopefully get to show you guys what it's like out there. But today it's Suit Monday because remember, look good, feel good, row good, and as you can tell from the title, there's a few things to talk about today. We've got some merch news. Some people have already figured it out. They've looked at the website, which is yamsquad.com. They've bought a new all-in-one, and there's a couple of t-shirts up there as well. A Food is Fuel t-shirt and a simple Yam Squad t-shirt, just to have things on the website that aren't always limited batches. If you want to pick one up, you can. And lastly, we're going to talk about weights for rowing. Is it important? Is it not? Do you need to lift? Do you not need to lift? Is lifting just picking things up and putting things down? But first things first, we've got to get into the club, we've got to get changed, and we've got to get to working out, so let's get to lifting some tin. Oh yeah.
Left, right, I stand by your side. Low, high, up, tight, now let's take a ride. Flashing the smile, cover it up, but there's no surprise. As long as my heart goes, I got the beat. I got the beat. I got the beat. I got the beat of the night.
And we've made it to the crew room after a lovely weights session, and we're going to discuss, is weights good for rowing? Who knows, but we'll discuss that. We've got some food, because remember, food is fuel. We've got a breaded egg toast, because you can't leave the breaded egg toast out. We've got the muesli, with the raspberries and the walnuts and whatnot. But we're going to fuel up and then we'll get to discussing. Oh yeah.
And we've made it to the crew room, and we are here with James Robson.
And we're out of focus.
And it's time to discuss if weights are good for rowing, or bad for rowing, or great for rowing, or terrible for rowing. We've got Matt Rossiter here from the GB rowing team, and Robson. And myself. We're going to discuss, and George. George might be doing it, but he's doing some admin, so we're not sure, and Harry doesn't want to play. But weights for rowing, is it good, is it bad? We'll start with Mr. Robson. Mr. Robson, what do you think weights for rowing?
I think it's a good thing, like, to stop you. It's good to help you stop getting injured. It's good to sort of, keep up the muscle so you can, deal with all the training. But I don't think it's the be all and end all. Like, big, strong guys don't necessarily make good rowers. I am actually pretty awful at lifting weights compared to most people, and so I don't think it's like the be all and end all. It's part of your training. It's not the most important part.
Great insight from Robson there. Mr. Rossiter, the older version of the George Rossiter, and with better hair. Matthew, your opinion on whether rowing is good or bad for rowing?
Rowing is good and bad for rowing.
I agree with Robson. I think weights definitely is a good addition to the package of rowing. I think to me it comes after like rowing and ergo training, but I think it has a really important place in staying healthy, like Robson said. And yeah, I fundamentally believe if you can hold like 100 kilos on your back and general bits will be strong enough to help you row and do lots of mileage. So I think it is useful, but for me, yeah, it's not the be all and end all. And so I know some countries don't even bother with weights at all, but yes, I think yes and no, but if you have time, I think it's good as it makes you very robust.
Yes. That's wonderful from Matthew and wonderful from Mr. Robson.
What do you think?
What do I think? Well, what I think is I like feeling strong. I like feeling like, oh, I can. So when you go for it, for us, we do weights through sort of the winter and the autumn, and then through the summer we do a bit less weights. And then the summer, when you're doing less weights, you feel like, oh, I'm getting weaker. Whether it's you are actually getting weaker or not isn't so much the case, but if you feel like you are strong, then it gives you a bit more confidence to just yam on it and just give it some hoof down the course when you're rowing. So I think that's a big benefit, whether it's a placebo effect or not. And if you've got muscles like Harry Glenister here, it's all, look at all me. Oh yeah! So, and it's all about confidence and positivity can make a big impact on not only your output but your outlook as well. So when you're feeling strong and you're feeling confident, you can really reach your full potential, or the potential to reach your full potential is higher, if that makes any sense. But remember, this is all, none of us are scientists, and you should speak to your coach, you should speak to your physiologist, you should speak to your whoever coach you might have to see what they think about weights for rowing, because for you as an individual, weights could be a really good thing, or maybe there's other things you may want to spend more time on, but definitely speak to a coach about that. George, would you like to input your input? Yes.
I agree that weights is good for injury prevention. Also, racing starts, you need power, you need dynamic strength. So I think that's good, definitely helps for that. And like Cameron says, it's good to have a positive outlook on life, fun, getting strong, lifting heavy weights. And looking like Harry, of course.
Oh yeah! So for the rest of the day, we've got an ergo. Thank you, Matthew Rossiter. Thank you, Mr. Robson. Thank you, Harry, for modelling his newfound guns. And other Mr. Rossiter, you can decide which one. And we're going to go on ergo. We're going to discuss the merch because there is an all-in-one on the website now and 2 fresh new Garm t-shirts, if that's how you say it nowadays. But we'll discuss that later. And an early bird offer for the all-in-ones that I'll let you know after the ergo. But first things first, still a little bit of time to chill out after fueling up, because remember, food is fuel, and now it's time to get on the ergo. Oh yeah! And we've made it to the crew room. We've got our fueling up for lunchtime. We've got some potatoes, veg, and some chicken as well. Oh yeah, absolutely delicious. We've got some Top Gear on the TV as well. Some great watching as we chill out after the session. But we're going to fuel up and then discuss the merch. It's already been selling pretty well so far. An all-in-one, 2 t-shirts as well. Just trying to get some less limited batches on there. So when people go on there, there's stuff there. But we're still going to keep the limited batches going as well. But now it's time to fuel up, because food is fuel. That's us made it outside of the club for another day, another good day of training. Good to get the heart rate there on the screen rather than feeling it out, to see where the splits are for the heart rate and what training zones I'm actually sitting in, which are the training zones I thought I was sitting in anyway, but it's good to have a double check on that wearing the heart rate monitor. But the whole heart rate chat and what zones you should be sitting in for different workouts is a whole different video itself. So heart rate training, a lot of people do that, a lot of people just do sort of feeling based training, split based training, and there's a lot of different ways to train. So maybe we'll make videos based on that another time. We've got someone bursting into me. And now for the news about the merch. So before we head away on camp, I've put 3 new pieces of merch on the yamsquad.com website. The all-in-ones are finally up there. Went for the black and orange version, got most feedback on that one, but that doesn't mean the crazy yam version is completely disappeared. We're going to first start off with this black and orange edition, see how that goes order wise, and then maybe later on as we head into the spring we'll change the design there. And I've put on, instead of always having limited edition batches of tees, went ahead and made 2 t-shirts on the yamsquad.com website. One is a Food is Fuel t-shirt and one is just a plain white tee with black Yam Squad across the front. So this is the all-in-one. This is the Food is Fuel t-shirt. And this is the simple black and white tee. So hopefully you appreciate all 3 designs there, and we're going to keep adding and take away different ones to see which ones stick, and we're adding different things. I'm testing out a different distributor and website to see how they work as well, but hopefully all of you like those. The first 10 orders, actually I put the all-in-ones on the website, and before I even finished putting the website on I had orders coming in, but the first 10 orders of the all-in-ones receive a free signed gift from myself and put into the package with the all-in-ones. We've already had a few orders, not 10 yet, but it's getting close. Hopefully you guys can get in there before we hit 10, and then we'll see what happens going down the road. But we'll also have discounts for over a certain amount, but stay tuned to my Instagram for that information. So say it might be order a certain amount of all-in-ones, you get free shipping or a certain discount, but I'm still looking at that to see what happens there. But like I said, stay tuned to the Instagram and I'll update that for all of you to see what happens there. And that will be it for today's video. Really excited to get the all-in-ones, finally getting orders in for that, and then getting new merch on the website too. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the merch, or if you have any other ideas, whether it's shipping them out or ideas for merch. I do have other ideas coming forward into the spring. Bucket hats will be coming eventually, but it's still a bit cold for those. And that will be it for today's video. We're heading away on camp. Tomorrow there won't be a video. Heading on camp, hopefully get a travel video up on Wednesday or Thursday, and then we'll be in Banyoles. So this truck will be gone, and we will be in Banyoles, Spain on training camp. But as always, Yam Squad, remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button and have a good one.